Overpopulation in New York City public schools is a big problem, leaving teachers to teach more students than they can handle in a classroom.
The ideal class size would be anywhere between 14 to 18 students.
25, I think would be an ideal size.
Between 20 to 25.
I would say probably a number about 25.
In the 20s is much better.
Unfortunately, it is impossible to have class sizes this small when 5 out of 7 Queens District high schools have at least 50% of students attending overcrowded schools. These schools include Francis Lewis High School, Forest Hills High School, Richmond Hill High School, Bayside High School, and Glen Oaks High School, among others. Because of this overcrowding, teachers are forced to teach in situations with 40 or more students in their classroom.
Being overpopulated is another distraction in itself. Not enough room. Everybody's cramped up in one area, which can make the setting very uncomfortable to learn in, not comfortable.
In the beginning of the semester, I had 38, and that was very difficult. I had 4 sitting on the windowsills. And then again, in that class where, I depend on the feedback, it's very difficult because all you have to do is have one kid not get into the conversation and start talking to somebody else, and before you know it, you've lost a whole
It's easy
group.
as a cell phone going off, somebody texting, somebody showing something on their iPod that they brought in that day. It could be throwing something in the room. I mean, it kind of sounds juvenile, but these are the things that we deal with in a high school setting.
Someone is going to have some kind of a difficulty that will cause the student to, let's say, distract others. It becomes a very, very difficult situation.
Definitely a lot more cooperative learning. Have the students learn from each other because they wouldn't have a chance to go around the room and have each person participate in one lesson.
Individual attention becomes almost impossible.
At the same time, to get a lesson across, you would have to kind of divide and conquer in some sort of way.
It is a problem that offers a few solutions, but no clear-cut one. The first solution would be to hire more teachers. It is teachers like the ones you have seen in this video, as well as all teachers in the New York City school system, that leave an imprint on students, that allow them to grow and to learn. And with a budget that is asking for cuts of teachers, it is a disappointment to see any of these teachers or any other teachers lose their jobs. A second option is to use available space that we already have. This includes unused wings at public schools that are both over capacity and under capacity. It includes the utilization of former private schools that are now closed due to financial constraints to be turned into public schools. And it also includes adding additions to current schools, such as new wings and new classrooms. The third option is to construct brand new schools for students. In an economy in which we can't even afford to hire more teachers, this seems unlikely, but with the student count totaling over 1 million in the public school system, these kids need to be educated in an environment that can actually hold them.
This is almost say to be continued, because these problems have been in my over 40 years in education and 34 years in public education. We were talking about some of these very same things when I came in. It is a difficult problem. The solutions are still being tried.
I know that the money situation is tight, but education is the future, and education is essential. And we have to remember that what we produce is what will run the world. And if we're not putting the money and the time and the effort that is necessary for our kids to learn properly, how do we expect them to do anything good in this world?